of Jamaica. This is not a fantasy and a movie or a Hollywood. This is Jamaica. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. That is not a movie. That is real life in Jamaica. These are the kind of people that you have. You have the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Then you have Jamaican for Justice and all of these people that they make excuse of these people. These are murderers, you know, killers. You can't see them. They have no respect for the rule of law or respect for the life of other people. That's how they operate in Jamaica. So we're gonna let you. So you know today, you know there are two other videos now we're gonna show you how these people operate. So them have in Jamaica, you know, as we always say, we like to give you some context. Jamaica, a land vibrant culture and resilient people. We're gonna let you watch two videos. So yeah, man, two videos after, you know, we're gonna let you watch by one to show you that yeah, man, Jamaica murderers, killers. 4 men went on a robbery. They shot 2 police officers. One of them is seriously injured, might lose his life. And when they were cornered now, because remember they don't have the firepower or the training as the police officers. And when they were outnumbered, you will never believe what the criminals did. The same big men, them bad man, cold like North Pole. The man them run to TikTok, begging for them life. 2 officers beg you, please, me no want dead. One of them, me have police, me have a brother, we have police and soldier. Beg. But look here, it's simple. The police, them could have, you know, I don't know why there were so many weak things that they could have done to end that, you know, the standoff when they went enter the room. Because all they had to do when time them enter, they didn't have to wait for them to cry out or anything like that. Remember, it's a shootout. So although they had the camera on, when you enter, brrr, yes, how you mean? Because that's all. Because remember, all the guns, and you're going to see the guns them that recovered. So everything was there, no matter because them have them all up in their ear. No, we don't care about that because you have to understand a rule of war, engagement. Yeah, so I just saw it one them thing. But hey, apparently you can't see the police them. Why? That's why they might get shot and killed them fearful. And the criminal them know that they are winning the war. May I tell you that? Whether or not you don't want to believe, criminals are winning in Jamaica. And a long time they might win big little, not even big time, bigly. Yes, may I tell you. So, whether or not you want to believe it, you know, these guys know that they are the chosen ones. In Jamaica, when you're a criminal, everybody love you. When you're a police, nobody don't like you. I just say it go. You understand? So you have to understand that Jamaica is a land, a vibrant country, resilient people, has been gripped by a shadow that threatened to unravel its societal fabric. The pervasive culture of criminality, this culture which glamorizes violence and elevates those who prey on innocent to near mythical status, has seeped into the nation's psyche, influencing not only the streets, but also the halls of power. It is a crisis enabled, if not outright supported by political interests that see short-term electoral gains as more valuable than long-term well-being of the nation. The PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization have no intention of helping to restore this country to a semblance where people can live, work and raise them family. No, them is all about power. Because Mark Bolin, the foreigner tell them, say, hey, step it up, you know. And see it as that them a do. So you know, Christmas a come, them like work, you know. So these boys decide to them a go rob in their own community. So we are so happen. So the roots of criminal glorification in Jamaica, a toxic narrative has taken root. One where a criminal is equated with power and respect. For decades, young men have been seduced by the idea that to become a bad man, a Dan, a G, is to achieve manhood. Acts of violence are celebrated in music. That's why I tell the people them in the other Caribbean island, I don't care. All of the artists them will promote violence and killing. Do not let them in your country. I don't care who want to vex. We have to denounce it because it destroys the people them. Whether or not you want to believe, art imitate life. Whispered about in reverence in communities and even treated as rite of passage. The so-called departure lounge, a euphemism for violent death or incarceration, has become a badge of honor rather than a deterrent. Social media platforms have only amplified this trend, turning criminals into viral sensations. Their exploits glorify while their victims are forgotten. That's why we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we don't put them on a pedestal because they are carousal, carabunkers and dirty bungles. This culture of criminality has not thrived in a vacuum. It has been fertilized by the complicity of a political system that sees opportunity in chaos. Both of them give Jamaica income, the PMP and the GLP, under the fraud. Bruce Golding, who was not a labourite. Bruce Golding was a fraud. Bruce Golding was not a labourite. If he was a labourite, he wouldn't do it. Because Edward Seaga and tell him not to do it. But he did hungry for power. That's why anytime you buy things in it, the last, just like how Mark Golding buy the leadership for PMP, LGBTQ plus criminal organ, and him exposed now, him a foreigner. Anytime you buy things, it not gonna last. You must earn it. Earn it. You understand? So one political party in particular has turned a blind eye to the devastation wrought by criminals, refusing to denounce their actions outright. Why? Because these criminals, often embedded in their illicit strongholds, represents votes and in other parts of the country. Their will influence in their communities and their endorsement or intimidation can sway entire block of voters. By refusing to confront this criminal culture, the party in question has effectively enabled it. Worse still, they have ensured that legislative framework support these societal parasites. Laws have been passed or existing laws weakened to make it harder for law enforcement to act decisively against criminal networks. Bail laws and sentencing policies and even parole system have been manipulated to the advantage of the criminals, often under the guise of protecting human rights. One of the most glaring examples of this complicity is the waterdown of critical laws that once gave police the tool to combat crime effectively. We used to have a thing called the Suppression of Crime Act, where I tell us, all in the full boy, straight to the departure down, justifying killing. The PMP take it away. Yes, that would be straight, preemptive strike that are justifiable homicide. Them 4 men will commit the felonies, shoot the police them. The police them would have a right for us, extinguish them under the Suppression of Crime Act that Edward Seaga use his continuance what Michael Manley left on the books. As Michael Manley win 1989, them time that the crime rate had dropped like nothing. Him just get rid of it. And I saw it start spike. Never to take a curve down. He might take a little curve, then they just jump up back. Because them bloodthirsty. Stringent anti-law, once a cornerstone of the fight against organized crime, have been diluted, making it easier for criminals to evade justice. Additionally, the bail system has become a revolving door. Known gang members and repeat offenders are often back on the street within hours of being arrested, thanks to the lenient policies that prioritize their rights over the safety of the public. Jamaica is a criminal's paradise. The impact of law-abiding citizens, the consequences for hard-working, law-abiding Jamaicans are devastating. Entire communities are held hostage by gangs that extort, immediate, and kill with impunity. Small businesses who want to live in fear of protection money demands, while children grow up knowing violence as a daily reality. The psychological toll is immeasurable. Families are torn apart by grief, and a pervasive sense of hopelessness have settled over many communities. People are leaving the country in droves, seeking refuge from a homeland that seems unwilling to unable to protect them. So when the attack said, that's why Jamaica is brain drained. Uncle fool, as me telling you, Uncle police, when I in a sense, as a young police officer, I stayed about here run up and down. Me I tell you that you are fight for a system that don't even care about you. They are the one that give you guys income. I am here still trying my very best, but who's listening? Both political parties are like me, because I don't like criminals. And you have to understand, so Jamaican people, once they like somebody, they don't want to say nothing about them leader. And as me, I am not beholden to any guy, period. PMP or GLP, LGBTQ plus criminal organization. None of them. The thing is that right now in Jamaica, we can say one party are trying to fix it, the JLP. PNP, now, them have no interest in that because that's them bread and butter. For the party benefited from this, the calculation is cold and cynical. By fostering a dependency on criminal networks, they ensure voter loyalty in areas where gangs hold sway. Social programs often touted as a means of uplifting communities are weaponizing the funnel resources to these same networks, ensuring their continued dominance. Them things in work, social program, them a criminal have more, the gun them more expensive than even houses. Moreover, by framing crime fighting efforts as oppressive or anti-poor, they position themselves as champion of the marginalized, even as their actions deepen the very inequalities they claim to oppose. Breaking a cycle will require a seismic shift in both policy and culture. First, there must be unequivocal denouncement of criminal behavior from all political entities. Leaders must prioritize national well-being over party interests, taking firm stance against those who terrorize communities. You will not hear that from the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. If you are waiting on the PNP to denounce criminal, well, continue to wait for snowfall in Jamaica. Because none of that now going to happen. Second, the legislative framework must be overall. Yeah, they need to get rid of the Senate. Make all of them dopey when nobody never vote for Donna Scott Motley and the ugly woman and all of them dopey where they make them go find work. Get rid of the Senate, change the constitution and make majority rule. Anti-gang needs to be strengthened and the bail system reformed to prevent known offenders from walking free. Resources must be allocated to empower law enforcement agencies, ensuring they have the tools, training and support necessary to dismantle the criminal networks. There must be a cultural reckoning. Communities need to reject the glorification of crime, and alternative role models must be elevated. Education, mentorship program and economic opportunities must replace the allure of fast money and street notoriety. The culture of criminality in Jamaica is a career that feeds on the soul of the nation. It thrives because it is enabled by a political system that sees criminals as assets, by a legal framework that fails to protect the innocent, and by a society that has normalized violence. But it can be defeated. It will take courage, vision, and a collective will to prioritize the future of Jamaica over the short-term gains of any political party or individual. Only then can the nation begin to heal and reclaim its potential as a beacon of hope and resilience in the Caribbean. It is almost surreal, isn't it? These so-called bad men, gunmen, killers, armed to the teeth with some of the most sophisticated weapons available, found themselves on TikTok live, begging for their lives. Yes, think about the sheer irony of that. These are the individuals who moments before wielding the power of death and destruction, proclaiming themselves as untouchable, cooler than the North Pole. Yet, when their facade was stripped away, they show their true self. Frightened cowards pleading for mercy on the very platform they likely used to brag about their exploit. This isn't just a bizarre twist, it's a stark commentary on the myth of the invincible bad men that pervades Jamaican culture. These men who had no problem terrorizing communities and engaging in violent acts crumbled the moment they faced real consequences. I tell you all the while, say them a big sissy. Anytime you catch them me tell you that when they realize them are dead, them defecate up themselves all the time. All see them are going and about, oh man, a man, a lie them I tell me. I tell you that. Instead of standing by their bravado, they resort to the social media of all things. For a lifeline, it's both pathetic and revealing. The man a bad man. Internet bad man them. This moment should have served as a wake-up call, not just to these men, but to all those who idolize the lifestyle of violence and criminality. It exposes the truth beneath the bravado and the weapons. There is nothing but fear and desperation. These men are not heroes or role models. They are victims of their own choices and the toxic culture that encourage them. And to see it play out on TikTok live, it's bizarre yet powerful reminder of how far removed the perception of criminality is from its group reality. There is nothing glamorous or admirable about begging for your life while clutching the tool of destruction you once used to terrorize people. These people are cowards. These men are cowards. Big, plain and simple. Big sissies them. They are not a bad man. So we let you watch the video them and hear the bad man them a beg for them life. Oh please Mr. Officer, don't kill me. The police them from them enter the room. A beer spray them for spray it because that's a suppression. We don't know who are training police here. Who's training these police officers? Because number one, I'll do them inside of the room. When you are entering the room, you're supposed to use suppression because it's a shootout. Not because at the time when you go through the door and the fire. No, you suppress it. Justifiable shooting that. I don't tell you so. We don't know what going on in Jamaica. Like it's a Girl Scout them have the police force member them doing. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. You're going to hear the big bad man them a beg on TikTok life for them life.
Please, I live with the fun. Please, I live with the fun. Please, officer, do ya beg you. Please do. See, and do. Please, officer. Please, officer. Please, do. Please. No, please. No, officer, we're not going, officer, man.
Officer, I'm better than soldier and police officer. Please, I do.
College, we get accepted for the college.
Why is it? Officer, please.
I'm married, I make officer, get accepted. Officer, we are the phone. Please, officer.
Everything is locked up, officer.
Please, we are begging, officer. Please.
Please, officer.
Please, I live with the fun. Please, I live with the fun. Please, officer, do ya beg you. Please do. See, and do. Please, officer. Please, officer. Please, do. Please. No, please. No, officer, we're not going, officer, man.
Officer, I'm better than soldier and police officer. Please, I do.
College, we get accepted for the college.
Why is it? Officer, please.
I'm married, I make officer, get accepted for the officer, we are the phone. Please, officer.
Everything is locked up, officer.
Please, we are begging, officer. Please.
Please, officer.
It's sad how it end though, because it should not end that way. We should have all of these guys straight to the departure lounge. This is one of the lucky incident for the police. Not because they're on live, yeah. So you give them a live send off. Yeah man, them love it. Because them a bad man and a killer. You see a pure new gun, all the guns them are brand new. Yeah, brand new. Them just come out of plastic and the man on the side say use it. So we keep you updated about the the identity of these men as time goes by, and in regards to this incident. So we're gonna go back to the, as we tell you, everything we like for give context. So 4 suspects in custody, firearms seized following intense Parlin shootout. 4 suspects are now in police custody following a dramatic standoff in Sparling, Clarendon on Sunday. The ordeal and deal after law enforcement officer responded to an armed robbery at a supermarket in the rural town, which led to a violent confrontation between the suspects and police. According to preliminary reports, the suspect, heavily harmed and allegedly involved in the robbery, retreated to a building after engaging in a shootout with responding officers. Once inside, they barricade themselves, prompting a tense standoff. The exchange of gunfire left 2 alleged gunmen and 2 police officers injured, one of whom is reportedly on suspension. Wow. The incident began around 2 p.m., disrupting the otherwise quiet atmosphere of Spalding. Eyewitnesses describe hearing rapid gunfire and seeing officers taking defensive positions as they work to secure the area. After hours of strategic maneuvers, police officers entered the building and apprehended the suspects. During the operation, law enforcement officers seized 4 illegal firearms, including an AK-47 rifle, including the severity of the threat by the suspect. The confiscated weapons are now being processed as part of an ongoing investigation. Assistant Commissioner of Police Kirk Ricketts, who oversees the Clarendon Division, praised the swift response of his team. The recovery of those firearms demonstrates the commitment of the Jamaica Constabulary Force to combating illegal weapons and protecting the lives of law-abiding citizens, Ricketts stated. Residents of Spalding remain shaken by the incident, as such acts of violence are rare in the area. Community leaders have called for increased police presence and the proactive measures to address rising concern over criminal activities in rural towns. I may tell the people them are Spalding and Jamaica. Let me tell you who you blame for this. You have a man named Bruce Golding. He is no era. No. Bruce Golding is a zero. Bruce Golding and the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organizer, and all of them will vote for the Indicomac, including this current Prime Minister, Mark Golding, the foreigner, and all of them, Lisa Anna, the whole of them. That's why I tell you, say, the problem in Jamaica is 63 people in a parliament. Not them boy where fire gun. Because if it wasn't for them, these boys want to feel emboldened to know that they are being protected. Because right now, them commit crime, rob the people them. You know who are going to pay for them lawyer fee? You, the taxpayers. You are the suckers. You have to pay for them. Yes, you have to pay for them. The same man them will violate your rights. You have to pay a lawyer fee for them come back again for commit crime. You want a better system than that? A criminal paradise. Okay? That me telling you. I ain't telling you that me hate Jamaica. I love Jamaica. Why me I telling you the truth? No, the others them now go tell you that because them now want to offend the criminal wing of the Jamaican society. Them now tell you that. So Jamaican system is socialized and it benefit the criminals. Benefit the criminals. Them 4 boys should have go straight to the departure lounge. Yeah, that's why I tell you, say detective are the, hey, that's why them bench detective them, you know. Uniform police not understand certain things and what to do and how to do it and what to write. That's why them bench detective. You have to understand, so the 63 people them in a parliament, they are the ones why the crime rate is at this juncture. Remember, you know, if them want crime for reduce, you know, remember saying, you know, if you go back and look through history, and we talk to the young people them because them don't know. You would have heard we talk about a detective named Tom Levine. You would talk about Isaiah Leng. You would talk about Keith Trinity Gardner. We talk about Bigger Ford to some extent. Calvin Benjamin. Douglas Guthrie. The great Jack Granville Gaz. And we can go on Bagam Pan. Noel Leng. Mitchie, Idol, Troubles, Graveney, Dadrick Henry, Tony Hewitt, and we can't tell you. All of these people that we're telling about were detectives. It's when these guys were, when these officers and the great Kelso Small, it's when these officers were on the street, guess what? Criminals live in fear of losing their lives. And the murder rate wasn't that high. Because guess what? Detectives take their work personal and passionately. Uniform police officers are just there to create a presence. Detective job is to observe, prevent, and detect crime. Uniform police is just to patrol, to create a deterrence. So your detective job is there to observe. As the man them commit a crime, you respond. That is it. Them don't want that. So this is what them want. Me I telling you that. So no matter, you understand what I'm saying? Anything with the PMP dismantle and the GLP will bring it back. They are in concert with the PMP. Both of them. If them bring back the detective, them not. I first never say anything like this. You know, everything where the white man them left give it. The same English people them are the same black man them dismantle it. Because them who are the real criminal in Jamaica. You understand? Yeah man, the PMP criminal organization, and guess what? Everything when them dismantle, the labor them come and them not fix it back. Cause all of them peas in a pod. Me I telling you that. You don't understand. You're a man that say, oh, a good thing all you all a foreign, you know, cause in the coming dip on your ass long time. Really. I just saw it go. Police involved in a 2 fatal shooting. They must send your name go up at embassy to take away your visa. 2. So whilst all a criminal, a man kill 8 people. Him can't get bail. Him just jump all the case and him good. And you don't see him being gassed or anything like that. So one shop owner in the vicinity expressed relief that no civilian were seriously injured. This is not something we are used to in Spalding. The police did a good job, but we need to see more patrols to prevent things like this, she said. Mom, I can't tell you, you're not going to see that. Because Jonestown, you know, concrete jungle, you know, come a country now. Everybody want to be killer. Yes, country, no people a country don't want to work no more. Country people no industrious no more. Them a boy no. Everybody want to sit down on corner. Them want to sit down. Well, me don't know them have a country and them thing there. Them sit down like shop peas or what, and dig out them and miggle. That them want. Yeah, I tell you, that's what them want. Them don't want to work. Them don't want them and dirty. And being a farmer and be successful, man, want to be killer. Cause when you're a killer, yeah man, you get more ratings in our community. Girl, wet. Cause you're done and you're a bad man. The injured officers and suspects were transported to the hospital for treatment. While the condition of the officers is stable, authorities are closely monitoring the suspect, who remain under heavy security at the medical facility. I doctor them have to go help and give them boy some bad injection. We had said the doctor them must help give them bad injections for help Jamaica. Where are the doctors were supposed to help? Yeah man, how you mean? And that we advocate for, you have to make the criminal them, if when them go to hospital, them not supposed to feel safe. Because I remember saying, you know, a doctor them terrorized too, you know. And enough of them make a doctor have to run from Jamaica come to America. Me talk with a doctor who used to do a Cornwall regional, and the man say, oh, everything what you say are true. A criminal's paradise, you understand? Me have to leave Jamaica for me and my family. Me not go back there. Doctor. So that's how bad it is. The suspects are expected to face multiple charges, including armed robbery, illegal possession of firearm, shooting with intent. The police are also investigating whether the group is linked to other criminal activities in Clarendon and neighborhood parishes. All you have to do if the detective them want, they have to split up all of them. Boy, don't make them go to jail until they question them. Don't make them go in a cell now, nothing. You split them up 4 different rooms. And you as a detective, you're supposed to know for work them, for get information for all 4 of them. Yes. And then what the detective question the boy, then him go question the next boy, and you know how to do the thing as a detective. This incident underscored the ongoing challenge of illegal firearms proliferation in Jamaica. As law enforcement intensify its efforts, Ricketts urged citizens to cooperate with the police by reporting suspicious activities. Community involvement is crucial in our fight against crime, he said. Looking forward, the Spalding shootout serves as a stark reminder of the danger faced by law enforcement and the resilience of the community affected by crime. Authorities have assured the public that they remain vigilant in their mission to create a safer space across Jamaica. This developing story will be updated as more information comes available. And whether or not you don't want to believe it, I mean I say it publicly, Jamaica is losing to the criminals. We are telling you that the criminals are winning. Sad to tell you, yes, the criminals in Jamaica are winning. So you can't make this up. 4 heavily armed men. Yes, a story of crime, cowardice and cultural reflection. Yeah man, the TikTok gunmen. Well, I tell you, earlier in the day that shot and injured 2 policemen doing a dramatic shootout in Spalding find themselves outgunned and wounded. But that but what they did next turned the tale of crime and violence almost so real. Yeah man, the killer them, the man them, the wickedest thing, you understand? As these gunmen, man them crumble like, may I tell you, man them crumble like some baby Man, them say, oh, me no night, you know. Me no night, oh, me a bad man, you know. Man a TikTok, you know. Man bust shot from police, you know. But what they did turn the tale of crime and violence and almost a surreal comedy. In a desperate attempt to save their life, these self-proclaimed killers resorted to going live on TikTok, pleading for mercy. Yes, you read that right. TikTok. Men who claim to be colder than the North Pole turn to social media for salvation. Officer, may I beg you, please, don't kill me. Me have a brother a soldier. Me have a brother with a police. And next one, me get in a 5 college, me now the money. Hey, look here. I depart along them boy, they should have go. Big time. They are all parasites who deserve to be extinct from the face of the earth. This is because of the glorification of criminality in Jamaica. That is the reason why these youths want to choose a life of crime. If it wasn't something glamorous, like for people like me, them say me an informer. Them not care about people. People like me now, them denounce me because me a chat, me a informer, and me a snitch, and me for dead. Because a boy a chat too much. And that's what is happening in Jamaica. And how we are going to fix it? It will take generation. When you have two political parties, one that is complicit and sympathetic to criminals, and the other is trying to fix a system both political parties have come together. One is a criminal organization in which them not care about black people. All them care about is power. I can tell you that. If you hear the PNP denounce criminality, you know the snow will start falling in Jamaica. And you have to start get a shovel and all of these things. They don't love the people. All them love is power. And anything forget power, that's how them are ride with. That's why the youths in Jamaica, everybody wants to be a killer. You know, to kill somebody, that is not something, I don't see why somebody gravitate to it, because when you kill somebody, you know, it's a life that you're taking, you know, even a self-defense. So I don't know why this is something them put out there in the music and make the youths them feel like say are the best way to go. It's a wrong way to go, my friends. Wrong way, because when you take a life, you're violating someone's human rights. And guess what? It's when them violate someone's human rights, they don't want their rights to be violated. They want their rights to be protected, which is really, really sad, because if you take a life, you must expect yours supposed to be taken too. It's called even Stevens and nothing else. As we said before, we say again, we do not support criminality in any shape or form. All gunmen must live in fear of losing their lives. And law-abiding citizens must be protected. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we don't shed tears when criminals are sent to the departure lounge, because that's where they belong. Prison is too good for some of these guys, because they're not going to change. So as we said to you before, I will say again, just like the way that you see Dirty Bongo Q crying on YouTube, you see it? I told you. I see him think you see man, you see killer them, or them are beg and ball when the police near. If I am thousands of miles away and Dirty Bongo Q can be crying in that fashion, and him saying, him are the worst man for trouble, and this. In a reality, and then the police have these corals now, coral bunkers and Dirty Bongo Corner, that's how them beg and ball for them life. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.